Breaking news, tensions are reaching a boiling point in the Middle East, and the US government is taking no chances. In a move that's sending shockwaves through diplomatic circles, American officials are now evacuating key personnel from several countries in the region. The US is pulling diplomats and military families out of the Middle East right now, all because of mounting security threats. This isn't just a routine precaution, it's a direct response to a rapidly changing and increasingly dangerous situation. On June 11th, both the State Department and the Pentagon issued urgent orders for non-essential personnel and military families to pack up and leave U.S. posts in Iraq, Bahrain, Kuwait, and even Erbil in Iraqi Kurdistan. The message was clear: safety first, and don't wait around. These aren't just minor moves. When Washington gives an order like this, you know things are getting serious. The White House is treating this as a top-level priority, with officials monitoring the situation around the clock. So, what's driving this sudden shift? Why now, and why so many locations at once? It boils down to growing tensions between Iran and Israel. The two countries have been locked in a dangerous standoff, and recent developments have only made things more volatile. U.S. Central Command is on high alert, watching closely as diplomatic talks with Iran over its nuclear program hit roadblocks. Intelligence agencies are tracking every move, and military planners are preparing for any scenario. President Trump himself summed it up. He said they are being moved out because it could be a dangerous place and we'll see what happens. That's not exactly reassuring, and it highlights just how unpredictable the situation has become. Let's break down who's moving and what this means for U.S. presence in the region. Embassy staff in Baghdad, Manama, and Kuwait City, gone. These are some of the most important diplomatic outposts in the Middle East, and their sudden evacuation is a major development. U.S. consulate workers in Erbil, they're packing too. The consulate in Erbil has often been seen as a relatively safe haven, but even there, the risk is now considered too high to ignore. And it's not just diplomats, military dependents, the families of the people serving there, are being offered voluntary departures from bases across the region. For many, this means leaving behind loved ones who must stay and serve. A defense official made it clear, the safety and security of our service members and their families remains our highest priority. But why now? What's changed to make this such an urgent issue? Tension in the region has been spiking. Protests, military movements, and threats have all increased in recent weeks, making the environment more unpredictable than ever. There's talk of Israeli strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities. Such an action could trigger a wider conflict, drawing in the US and its allies. Iran's defense minister even warned that if the nuclear talks fail, all US bases in the area are within their reach. The threat is not just rhetoric. Military analysts say Iran has the capability to strike back if provoked. CENTCOM's top general even postponed a Senate hearing, just to handle this crisis as it unfolds. That's a rare move, and it shows how seriously the Pentagon is taking these developments. So, what does this mean in the bigger picture? The ripple effects could be felt far beyond the Middle East, impacting global diplomacy and security. First, embassy operations could get disrupted, hampering diplomacy and services for Americans abroad. People needing help or visas may find themselves waiting much longer, or unable to get assistance at all. Second, it's a signal to everyone in the region. The US sees real threats and isn't taking chances. This kind of move can also serve as a warning to adversaries that America is prepared for any escalation. And let's be real, moves like this can stir up anxiety, both for people living in the Middle East and back home. Families are worried, and uncertainty is spreading as people wonder what might happen next. Right now, there's no confirmation of an immediate threat, but this step shows just how volatile things remain. The US is making it clear that it won't wait for a crisis to erupt before acting to protect its people. Is the US overreacting or just being cautious? Some say it's a smart move, while others worry it could escalate tensions even further. Let me know in the comments what you think, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates on global security. We'll be following this story closely as it develops.